Hi guys, it's Michael here from insearchoftux.blogspot.com, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the T-Mobile Pulse, which is also called the Huawei U8220. It's obviously the T-Mobile branded version. I'm not sure if you can get the Huawei version in the UK. On the front of the box we've got a picture of the handset, a little bit of a blurb about it, just going into the camera specs and the Android operating system. On the back, a bit more of a bullet points list. Interestingly, it includes telenav sat-nav application in the GPS department. And then on the front there we've got the contents. Got a nice magnetic flap, and then on the very top of the box we've got the handset itself, which is normal for most companies to do. We've got a 3.5-inch touchscreen with a 320 by 480 resolution. We've got the send and end keys, home, back and menu, and a trackball. Interestingly, there's no search key, which we normally expect on Android handsets. We do have, however, up here a 0.3 megapixel front-facing camera. On the right-hand side, we've got a two-stage camera button, just there, and volume rocker up and down. It's one piece of plastic that rocks rather than two separate buttons. On the opposite side, we've got the little hatch for the micro SD card. In the box from T-Mobile, it comes with a 2 GB micro SD card. Just stick that back in there. Helps if it's the right way up. And then at the top we've got the power button. On the top of the handset we've got a mini USB and 2.5mm headphone jack, which is obviously non-standard. More on that in a second though. On the back we've got the back cover with this nice, well, I suppose it's not to everyone's taste, but we've got the loudspeaker down there, and then this mock carbon fibre back cover, and then a 3.2 megapixel autofocus camera. Nothing to speak of on the bottom. There's just the hole for the microphone. Okay, so that's the device itself. Let's see what's in the rest of the box. So underneath we've got SIM card and various pay-as-you-go top-up cards and things. A mini CD. These are incidentally no good for slot loading drives like you get on the MacBooks. A quick getting started guide with various information about the Android operating system. And we've also got how to use the internet with the mobile data connection, manufacturer's warranty, some IMEI number stickers for some reason, 30-day free trial of the telenav GPS software. It's interesting that they're still bundling this. When this phone originally came out, Google hadn't released navigation for Google Maps, so telenav's probably not needed anymore because of Google Sat Navigation. A little thing for safety information, and last but not least we have a recycling bag for your old mobile, which is always good for the environment. Then we've got, in a very Apple-esque style, little compartments with pull tabs, so we'll go for the big one first. Get the box out of the way. We've got a UK 3-pin plug with USB on the other side, which is almost completely standard nowadays. Got a little pouch for the phone to go in, like so. It's sort of a neoprene material, and then on the inside it's bit cloth based, just so that it wipes the screen a little bit, because with a screen that size it's going to get gunked up pretty easily. And then the last thing, oh no, two more things. We've got a set of earbuds which look pretty cheap, if I'm honest, but they do have a little microphone with a push button. It doesn't have volume, it's just a single push button, and then on the end we've got a 4-pole 2.5mm headphone jack. Now the fact that it's a non-standard jack on the top would normally be a big issue, except for the fact that they come with, in the box, in a great move by T-Mobile, a 2.5mm to 3.5mm adapter, which is fantastic. So if you really want to, you can use your own headphones with this, which I would suggest you do, for the simple reason that generally the headphones that come in mobile phones are not very good. The last thing in the box is the USB sync charge cable with the mini USB plug on the end, and then the battery, which is slated at 1500 milliamp hours. So just run down the rest of the specs. We've got 192 megabytes of RAM, 256 megas of ROM. The display is a TFT display. It does have GPS, obviously, because we've got the Telenav sat-nav software. It does use assisted GPS, which means it uses the cell tower locations to lock on initially, so that it can then guess the locations of the satellites and get you connected to them quicker. The microSD port will take microSD cards and SDHC cards. I'm going to assume that's up to 16 gigabytes, although it might be more. I don't actually have the details of that with me now, but I will put a note on the video to say whether I'm wrong in that or not. It does have Bluetooth 2.1 and 802.11b and G wireless, and that's about it. And then just do a quick comparison with the HTC Hero. So as you can see, the screen is quite a bit larger than the Hero's screen. The phone itself is more pebble shaped than the Hero, which has this weird kick to it. The volume buttons on the Hero are on the wrong side, really. Normally they're on this side. Just quickly, as you can see, it's a little bit wider than the Hero, about the same height. I'd say it's probably about the same depth as well. Weight, I'd say it's probably a bit lighter than the Hero. But then again, this is a low-end Android handset, whereas the Hero, when it came out, was the high-end handset. So you'd expect them to be a difference in build quality there. But as far as it goes for an Android handset, I'll be doing a review of the Android software a little bit later. But as far as hardware goes, it certainly seems up to snuff, and seems like a good first Android or even first smartphone. So that's it for this unboxing. I'm Michael from InSearchOfTux.blogspot.com. As always, you can follow me on Twitter @MichaelGomes, and for the latest reviews and how-tos, go to InSearchOfTux.blogspot.com.